Daniel, can you point this in the right direction for me, please? And right now in studio, Andrew WK.
Oh, there I am. Wow. And what is that? A chat? A video chat?
No. That's just the little, whatever recording video dealy on my.
It's a camera on your MacBook.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the MacBook.
All right.
So just tape it, throw it up on the website
Computerized
afterwards.
camera. Well, hello, and thank you again for having me on the air with you guys here.
It's not Skype or anything like that. So Andrew WK in a studio, and before we wrap things up, you're going to be here for Danielle's Whack Rap Recap.
Yes, I've been hearing so much about this. I'm very excited to actually witness this.
All right, that'll be coming up here in just a little bit. She wants you to be her hype man, which I guess in the hip-hop world is the guy that gets up on stage and goes, yeah, everybody, yeah.
Exactly. Maybe you should be the hype man. I think you holler out, then you holler back, and then you kind of like hype, something like that. I'll do my best.
And then this our rap. We'll do that here in just a second.
Now, Andrew, I was doing a lot of research this morning, and I want to know, why do you think some people believe that you're actually not a real person? That you came out of I saw you address this on MTV, but
yes.
Why do people feel this way?
I didn't know there was an Andrew WK controversy.
No, there really isn't. This is only just a very underground kind of rumor, and I mostly have ignored it. But over the last few years, it got a little out of hand to the point where I couldn't really ignore it anymore, or where by ignoring it, people got more paranoid, which is sort of a catch-22. In the end, I guess when you're in show business, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people tend to not know about or not care about because it's boring.
Right.
But sometimes, and in my case, that stuff was very interesting to people for whatever reason, and they wanted to find out, I guess, where I came from and what my real history is, and they looked into it, and some people were shocked.
You were a Canadian woodsman?
Yeah, exactly. I was from Canada. No, I grew up in Michigan.
Same thing.
It's a long story, but the point is, I am a real person. Anybody out there who thinks I don't exist, or that there's multiple ones of me, or that there's been different people playing Andrew WK, it's one guy. I really am the real one, and I intend on continuing to be the real one until I get fired.
I know that sounds like a joke, but this is actually real. He addressed this on MTV. People did not think that he was a real person, that he was actually Andrew WK.
And where did that? You have any idea where that stemmed from?
It actually started way at the beginning of my career. Because of the fact that I came out of nowhere a little bit. There wasn't a slow build for Andrew WK. When I came out, I just was there everywhere. And I think that just made some people paranoid. And in England, for example, they were very suspicious about me and said this is a record label created this guy, and they auditioned different people. And the problem is, and this is what I normally don't get into, and it's a long story, there are elements of truth to some of these accusations. But as with many rumors, it starts with a seed of truth, and then it gets all blown out of proportion. The point is, I'm here to party. Ignore all the BS that says otherwise, and let's just have some fun.
Is that? Wait, now that you shattered my dreams.
Oh no, no.
Is that real long hair? Is that real hair you got there? Or is that? Can I come pull on your hair? I just want to make sure that everything here in the studio today is real.
I think this is real. I'm pulling it. It's not coming off, which I mean, I have worn wigs before. I'm not proud of that. But right now, this is my true hair.
Well, and you're safe. Never in my adult life have I ever pulled a man's hair, and I don't plan on starting it this morning.
I wouldn't recommend today because I have not washed my hair in about 3 weeks, and the bacteria has built up very, very slick and oily. You probably get sick.
Oh, see, I thought that that was just the lox and bagels that we had in the studio that smell, but that's coming from your hair.
Well, I did wipe some of the lox, the salmon, on my hair. That fish oil is very healthy for your hair.
Andrew WK in studio will be at the Warped Tour later on today.
Andrew, do you have your own air freshener with your face on it?
Yes. How did you hear about that?
I do my research.
Wow, you did a very good job. Well, yes, finally, because of the odor problems like you're talking about, because of the salmon smelling hair, I wanted to have my very own custom air freshener with a scent designed to not only help me smell better, but to I guess send the odor of partying wherever I went. And now we have them for sale on our website, andrewwk.com/store. And of course, we'll be selling them at the Warped Tour. I mean, they're really cheap. I always give them away to people as well, throw them from the stage. I tend to wear the air freshener around my belt because that area there, the what do you call the crotchal region?
Yeah, the crotchal is good.
Yeah, that's where I want the most protection from odor.
Speaking of crotchal area, any updates on Carl Crawford, Seth?
No, I don't have any.
One of our baseball players, I don't know if you follow baseball or not.
Yes, I heard you guys talking about this.
Carl Crawford got nailed right in, because you said crotchal area, which made me think it was such a horrible contusion.
Oh boy.
Horrible contusion that he was out the next day.
Wow.
You've taken one to the crotch before,
yes,
right?
Yes.
You've probably punched yourself in the crotch on stage.
Yes, by accident.
Well,
yes, it's a long story.
You've never taken a bottle or anything like that.
No, but I mean, you recover, especially when you're an athlete. You recover quickly. Your threshold for pain is very high. You're focused to continue playing, much like a performer. The show must go on. So to not make it in the second day, this must be really bad.
But the funny thing is one of the reports that we read described it as masculine trauma, right? Masculine trauma.
Yes.
How brilliant is that? Masculine trauma, which I personally think
his man parts,
which I personally think would be a great name for a band. I'm just saying.
Masculine trauma.
Masculine. Maybe the next CD.
And next Thursday night, Masculine Trauma will be playing songs off their new hit album, The Crotchal Region.
In studio, Andrew WK at the Warped Tour today.